Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the 49ers, and it's coming up next.
It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
And now it gets real, because as a rookie quarterback, all those accolades and great performances in the regular season, they essentially go right out the window. They get erased, and you have to start over. Played extremely well to get the team the #1 seed and the first-round bye, but this is where he proves himself as a quarterback in the NFL. In the playoffs, and can he win games?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, look, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does. But most of the time, the quarterback swings the ball away from his body. And in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott now after the fumble recovery.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
following the fumble recovery. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Purdy, he'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And the 49ers are going to get a first.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And he stopped immediately there. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Taken down at the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott from the gun.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott to throw it.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Prescott. He sets up the screen to Jones.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the move to his left. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Jones. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now Purdy.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Purdy looking to throw. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical. Because now you come in and you get the momentum, you can take them out in that one game and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Purdy now to throw.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons
With a big-time sack on 3rd down, it's a loss of 7.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On second down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott out to his left.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Purdy.
Now they go screen. It's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he fends him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. Gets around him, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on second down. Prescott, his throw incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Prescott.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll throw again. Prescott. They shakes him, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a give here to Pollard. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. Prescott now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that is incomplete. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. This is taken at the 18. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
A first down throw for Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right.
Open man right side, it's Lamb.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
54 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Got his man there, complete to Gallup.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Prescott to throw it.
Down inside the 10.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. Now, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Purdy to throw it on first down. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards that time.
On first down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2nd and 7. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Purdy looking to throw.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now Purdy.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cowboys, for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep it tight.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Throwing, Prescott.
And that one going to come up short, low throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And that is past the 30. Going out of bounds.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Prescott looks to throw on first. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Javon Hargrave picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. That one a first down pickup of 8. Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And out now come the Cowboys. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down, here's an option right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw is Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking to throw. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Now Prescott.
And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's fourth down.
And his kick here is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
They run with McCaffrey off the option.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Purdy. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Back to throw, Purdy. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Purdy. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A first down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down. Pollard going to try the right side, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Prescott from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Purdy completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
He'll get it inside the 20.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Purdy.
Flushed out right.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. First down, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Prescott to throw it.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Prescott looks to throw on first. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Cleveland Farrell from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
But tell the statistician to add another one to their impressive total today. Great week for the defensive front. A tough one for that offensive line. Quarterback getting right back behind that line, hoping for more time to attempt a likely 3rd down pass.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
126 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one, 11 yards in the first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long.
Now Purdy. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the 49ers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, fourth quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. They go back to Pollard on second down.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Purdy bootlegging it.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is taken around the 12. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here's Prescott.
Complete. Pollard. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody.